So when you check the social media in the West and listen to all the ranting and requests and the wants, desires from people who are asking and demanding a change so that they can live in a more acceptable community, to live, grow and learn in a better society than what they currently have, if you take these rants and match them to a country, you would be surprised to hear what country they're actually describing and what they're looking for. And if you're in the West, notably the UK, America, and maybe a handful of other European countries, and you take the time to listen to your own demands and the demands of your fellow countrymen, what you're actually asking for from your politicians, what you're asking for your government to do, and you pull it together, then you would be surprised to know that there are a few countries that actually fit your demands, none more so than the country that I'm currently in. Let me explain. So I was back in the UK recently, or before that I was in Spain, so I was here, then went to Spain, then went to the UK. And I was reading a lot of the social media when I was in the West, watching mainstream media and listening and reading many of the other news sources that were reporting on the state of life in their respective countries. And I started to see themes from people, normal people on social media asking for more, asking for improvements in their daily life. Often these themes were echoed by politicians, although I would say words from politicians, as I said, they were often talking about the opposite of what people were looking for. Politicians are often way off the mark, as we know, or they are making promises that they know they don't have to keep to because the media circus moves so fast in this multi-connected world that they are very rarely held accountable often for what they say, even though we've got that evidence. And you're able to say, Mr. Politician, you're on the record of saying this, and they just deny it, move on, things move so quick. So when you see the themes and you pause and organise your thoughts around them, you can absolutely understand why people are asking for these changes. People are tired, exhausted, worried, concerned. They're also getting access to more information, so they are asking more questions. They're starting to push back even against the authorities that are not delivering for them. My greatest fear is that to push people back into line, to have people obedient, subservient, my greatest fear is that there will be an incident issue that is so horrible, so vague, and who instigated the incident, just horrible, that people will be moved back into a rhetoric of conflict, anger and war. And this generation, our sons and daughters, your sons, daughters, my son, daughter, this generation will suffer the consequence, and we should not let that happen. I'm going to move.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
So what is it that I hear, what people are asking for? What are the themes coming through from people in the West who are asking for change? There is a long list, but I will try and simplify it. I hear people asking for safe, clean streets, the ability to walk around at night, and also during the day for that matter. And while walking, people want to feel safe. They want less graffiti, more cleanliness, well-kept greenery, access to toilets, no homelessness or streets full of drug-addicted people. Please help them help themselves. These people need help, for goodness sake. People are asking for investment in public transport that works, that arrives on time and is clean. Again, safety. People actually want to feel safe when they're taking public transport. People also want to be able to afford a decent standard of living. They don't want to be ripped off by companies and corporations. And when they do find challenges, and that does happen, people want representation. They want the law to be on their side, or at least they want to be listened to. They want to be heard. A lot of people just want to be heard. They want to be able to afford insurance, fuel, energy, water, the basics, man. They just want access to safe, clean water. Is that too much to ask? People want to be able to also earn a decent wage. You see it a lot in social media, people complaining about that. They want to earn a wage that can allow them to buy a house, take care of a family, to have some time to enjoy life in a nice, safe, clean environment, safe, clean local park, shopping malls with fantastic services and a variety of offers, not half-empty malls because the owners and landlords are pushing for every single dime from the retailers or the restaurants, so that things are really impossible to deliver and also to make a profit in doing so. So we end up with boarded up streets that are falling into disrepair. People actually want affordable health care. They want to be able to get some help when they get sick, but for that not to bankrupt them. They want controlled borders. People want access to education. Again, that does not put them into a lifelong debt cycle. People want to be less scared. They would like news reporting rather than a constant stream of fear mongering. People want less war. They want to live in peace. People are usually shouting for war are the people who are a million miles away from being in any war or conflict, often politicians. Creepy wee politicians, as I've said before, or people so ignorant and lacking in intellect that they're bought into the media marketing for such a horrible event as conflict. So the list goes on, but I'm sure you get the picture. I'm sure you see yourself in much of what I am saying, because I see myself in what I'm saying, and I know other people that would align with what I'm saying, because I've seen it, I've read it, I've listened to it with these beautiful ears here. So yeah, the vast majority of people just want to get along, see improvements, be safe, and they want to enjoy their life the best they can. So what country do I think at the moment is leaning heavily into that? Let me tell you. But first I'm going to move my seat.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't want to tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk.
So what country do you think I am describing? I do wish I was describing an independent Scotland, but to be honest, I am not. I could also be describing a handful of other countries there are a few that are leaning in and supporting their people. But I am describing for China. Yep, China. As I said, might surprise you. Have you been following this channel, then you might not be that surprised. But like I said, China isn't perfect. No country is perfect, but it's moving in the best direction for the vast majority of its people. It's come a long, long way in 40 years, and it's achieved that peacefully. There are challenges at the moment, got to give you that, absolutely. Sure, China will come through these challenges stronger and very much the wiser. But yeah, surprise, China is absolutely what you're describing in the West, when you're asking your governments to give you more, when you're asking them to support your lifestyle, asking them to change, give you, yeah, other stuff. But like I said, you do need to take a closer look at China. Look beyond the negative headlines from the media in the West and explore what China is really like. There are many YouTube channels that have got people inside China from the West traveling and sharing their amazing experiences. And if you can't travel obviously to China, it's the best way to experience it. And yes, for every 100 positive experiences, there's always going to be someone that's going to talk through a negative experience. And fine, you can't keep everybody happy, such is life. Some people just are never happy. But I'm guessing, and I would suggest that at least he had the wits to come and see for himself. He made that effort. And that's all I'm asking you to do. Make the effort. See that there are other ways to live, manage and support people inside a country that focuses on its people. And if you can make it to China, then I would suggest travel here. See what's inside China. Tie it up with another visit to maybe another country here in Asia, because it's a beautiful part of the world. And one other thing I would ask you to do, don't get sleepwalked into some horrible conflict that will not benefit you, me or other people, but will only benefit a handful of, yeah, you've guessed it, very special elite people. Let's not do that. We've done this before, twice. It's not fun. Take care. Catch you in the next video. Peace out.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the